Okay. So, the National Assembly has approved the suspension of Fubara as governor of Rivers State, as it approved the state of emergency declared by President Tinubu yesterday. Many Nigerians are furious, while some others are excited. Well, depending on where you are. But there are some things that we must talk about. There are some things that must be explained. On the surface, you can say that it was Tinubu who declared the state of emergency. With all the uproar, the backlash, you would have expected that, okay, maybe even Tinubu himself would have a rethink, or maybe the National Assembly will stop him. I don't know why I was hopeful yesterday. I was hopeful thinking that at least since they needed 2/3, that somehow the National Assembly will be able to stop the declaration of state of emergency against Fubara. They have betrayed you, Fubara. Your own political party betrayed you. Don't look at Tinubu. Yes, I blame Tinubu for doing something that is unconstitutional. Something that he argued against 10, 11, 12 years ago. Something that he himself knows was wrong. But he went ahead and did it anyway. But he did not do it alone. You were betrayed, Fubara. You were betrayed by your own political party. Why do I say so? Why do I say that Fubara was betrayed by PDP? There are 109 senators. You need 2/3 of that. That's 73 senators. APC has 59 senators. So if they voted along party lines, the state of emergency in Rivers would have failed. If it was only APC senators that voted in support of Tinubu, that state of emergency would have failed. PDP has 37 senators, Labour Party has 5, NMPP has 2, Social Democratic Party has 1, YPP has 1, and then you have 4 vacant seats. So in all, let's even say that only PDP voted to oppose the state of emergency, the suspension, or the state of emergency, as a matter of fact. If you take the 37 senators of PDP out of 109, what do you have? You have 72 senators. If you take the 4 vacant seats out, it comes to about 68, which is short of the 2/3 that is required in the Senate to pass the state of emergency. That's in the Senate. That's assuming that all the Labour Party and Social Democratic Party and YPP senators support APC. They will still not be enough to pass Tinubu's state of emergency. Why am I even calling it Tinubu state of emergency? It's PDP. If you move on to the House of Representatives, there are 176 APC House of Reps members, 118 PDP House of Reps members, 35 Labour Party House of Rep members, 18 NMPP, 5 APGA, others 8. Again, the same thing applies. So if PDP lawmakers supported or voted against the state of emergency, what would have happened? We would have had a situation whereby the state of emergency would have failed. Now, let's even say that they did not vote against the state of emergency in its entirety. They could have at least amended the way they did now. Amended the part where it says the governor is suspended. They could have amended that part because that was the bone of contentions. Nobody is arguing that the president does not have the power to declare a state of emergency. We all know he does. But where the bone of contention is suspending a governor. You would have expected that Fubara's own party would have voted to defend him. But they didn't. And there's a lesson in that, not only for Fubara, for all of us Nigerians. Obasanjo was right. However you want to criticize him, Obasanjo was right. The National Assembly is a den of unarmed robbers and a gang of thieves. They are united by their pockets only. And that is it. And that is a warning to us, Nigerians, that we need to come together. Fubara, your own people failed you. Tinubu was wrong, oh. Those APC lawmakers, they were wrong. But as much as I want to blame them, I want to leave them and focus on your own PDP people. They failed. They may want to hide behind, oh, they did a voice vote. Any lawmaker could have raised a point of order and splitted the Senate. Splitting the Senate or dividing the Senate is part of the rules of the Senate or the House of Representatives. They could have divided the Senate so that you take the vote one by one. Senator this, what do you vote for? Yea or nay? Senator this, what do you vote for? Yea or nay? That way you would have been able to get the LP or the PDP to vote. But they didn't do that. They went into a closed session. And then, who knows, maybe monies were promised. And then the opposition fell like a pack of cards. What a shame. This is what happens when political parties are weak. When political parties lack strong constitutions, lack ideologies. This is what happens. When political parties are made of strong individuals, people who are after their own pocket, this is what happens. Is it still an illegal state of emergency when you have the National Assembly ratify it? Whatever, the National Assembly is vested with the powers to make law. Whatever they pass as is law, so it's legal already. Even if you go to court now, it's legal. The National Assembly has legalized it. I said it before. I said many of us Nigerians, we don't understand state capture. When armed robbers put themselves in strategic position in the Senate, in legislature, in the judiciary, in the executive, what do you have? They will make law and say that it is okay, armed robbery is no longer a crime. They will make the law, and it will become a law, and police cannot arrest them for it. Not the way. Have they not even done it? What is the update on the 20 billion naira that Akpabio spent on his constituency project, where one solar street light is costing 172 million naira, and then one borehole is costing 170 million naira? When armed robbers position themselves to take over the reins of power in a country, it's called state capture. They can pass any law and make it legal. And that's what we've had now. Another part where this is very, very painful is the fact that you have an Atiku that is a presidential candidate in PDP. You have a Peter Obi that is a presidential candidate in Labour Party. You have a Kwankwanso that is a presidential candidate in NMPP. Yet, three of you could not rein in your lawmakers. So what are you still doing in that party? You people should better leave. It means you have no influence, no control. You could not whip and knock your lawmakers in line. So how do you want to rule this country again? What is the value of your presence in those political parties? This is a signal for you, Peter Obi. You need to leave that Labour Party. In fact, you are not doing enough. Peter Obi, I'm sorry, I am a strong supporter, but I have to tell you the truth. You are not doing enough. All the opposition, you are not doing enough. What is so hard in you forming your own political party? What is so hard in that? I know people will come out and say INEC say they are not registering. INEC does not have the power to say they are not registering again. They don't. If you meet the criteria, you approach them, they will register you. Is that what you're afraid of? Give it a shot. Nobody can win without owning a political party. You have to own a political party. So Nigerians, the ball is in our court too. How do we want to play this? You want to continue to be angry. It will yield us nowhere. In fact, right now, all we are doing is we are being reactionary. They are playing us like chess on the chessboard. They are playing us like it's a game to them. They give us things to talk about. See, all the backlash, you would have expected that it would be fireworks in the National Assembly. Some lawmakers tried to give us small drama. Sirake Dixon, this other Labour Party guy from Zambia, he tried to give us small drama, but at the end, it was all a lie. It was just a show. Because Sirake Dixon alone could have raised a point of order to split the Senate so that it will be counted one by one and not vote. But he didn't after closed session. But he just gave us small drama. So we keep us busy small. You understand? Eh? The other senator that actually you thought was very confrontational, take the quorum in the House of Rep. I thought that at least if that one had also divided the House of Rep, called for division of the committee or the House of Rep, and made the vote to be person by person, at least would have been able to get people to vote along party lines. But no, there was even no need for that because they would have voted, it would have turned out the same way anyway, because when we talk about those against a name, we didn't hear any voice in the Senate and in the House of Rep. What does that tell you? They have ganged up to capture Nigeria. And the more we scream, we are wasting time. The only way, the only solution is for us to organize to kick them out. Starting with creating our own political party. Where we can have credible people come out. Not this kind of people, no. If we don't do it, we're wasting time. I beg you, Nigerians, let this be a lesson to us. They have legalized illegality. So we can't even say it's illegal anymore. Because the people that have been given the powers to make laws on our behalf have said it is okay. So which one be your own? Which one be my own? Wake up call. this is another reason why you should join us to create the Abundance Party. It is a shame. It is a shame. Fubara, your own people sold you out. So wait till they have said they will set up a panel to make peace. And them set up that panel and make peace. So after 6 months, they will reinstate you if you behave. Or according to the Senate, it can be even before the 6 months. At any time before the 6 months, but not later than the 6 months. What does that mean? The money where you don't want to give Wike, they don't put somebody there where will collect the money. Fubara, the money where you don't want to give Wike, they don't put somebody there to collect the money. By the time they collect that money for 6 months, maybe by the time you come back, River State leg go down bend. Now so gbese you will come pay. You don't go see money to run for re-election again. Because we know say the fight between you and Wike, you not pass money. You not pass money now. Now money. Now money. So now, no need for impeachment anymore. I believe now that the special panel committee, reconciliation committee that they are proposing now will work. It will work. Because it's premeditated. They talked about it in the Senate. They talked about it in the House of Rep. It is premeditated. It will work. Because they have achieved what they want to achieve. Collect the money, put structures in place. You know, by the time you come, you know, all the people who even support you before, they're going to take money to block the amount, you know. But in all of this, nothing is about the people. And that is why the people should wake up. Those of us who understand these things, I know that majority of the people who are supposed to be raising up their voices to scream, that they watch movie now, they watch one Nollywood movie, they follow football, they talk about... majority of them don't even have the resources to join online. So if we can help them, let's help them. Please. It's a link in the description if you can. Join us. Let us create this Abundance Party. Let's save this country. Let us save this country. God bless you.